How is your day? We wake up in a hectic mood. What is the hectic mood about? Where's my phone? That is the first stress that you have. How many of you, when you wake up in the morning, you look for your phone first thing? Come on, hand up. I know you're very shy people. Every time I come to South Africa, so you wake up, where is the phone? Karagre vasate Lakshmi kare madhye saraswati kare mule tu Govinda. This no. You don't want to see how the yogis have said, see at the tip of the finger, Govinda, middle Lakshmi, down, Saraswati is sitting. Don't want to receive the blessing upon you. First thing you do, your phone. How many messages I got? 20 messages. How many emails did I got? You see, before you brush your teeth itself, you have already your mind have processed so much that your mind is screaming, stop. Can you hear your mind? You can't hear your mind screaming. Because everything has become a very rushful. You have to rush always. Go to work, another stress there. You have to do your job. Do you do it out of love? No. You come back home after the work. Do you have time with your family? With your wife, with your children, with your husband? Nobody have time. You will eat, you will go to bed. You have managed the day only. But yet, when you look at your life, what have you achieved? Nothing. You are looking at few who have been very successful, but you have not achieved anything. Because you have managed the day, you have managed your life, but you have not managed the mind. Bhagavan Krishna said in the Gita, a controlled mind is your best friend, and uncontrolled mind is your worst enemy. It's like you have a field, and you are the gardener who have to maintain the field itself. So as long as you maintain the field, it will look beautiful. The flower will blossom nicely. The tree, the plant, whatever you have planted will be wonderful. But if you just neglect that field, what will happen? It will be completely abandoned. It will be full of weeds and unwanted plant. And that's what you're managing constantly. You're not managing your mind. So then you will say, but you see, I've been trying very hard. There is few lucky ones. Maybe because of the status, the name, the fame, they are very lucky. But actually, if we look in the world, whoever have been successful in their life, in every field of their life, whether it is emotional, family, work, it is the management of your mind. If you don't have the right mindset, you will not achieve anything. Even as much effort you put, as much prayer you can do, if your mind is your own enemy, it's very difficult. There is a beautiful story of a lady. She's an influencer actually. Her name is Helen Keller. You have heard about her? Good. Beautiful story of her, actually. She was blind and deaf. So she was born very fine. 19 months, she got an infection. Finish. She became blind and deaf. Her parents looked after her nicely. But as she grew, she didn't know any language, nothing. No? So she brought her to one of her teachers, and Sullivan, yeah. So she tried to teach her, but it was very difficult. So one day, an idea popped into her mind. Let me put her hand in cold water, one hand, and on the other hand, I write water. This is how she learned. On the first day that she learned that things which is outside have a name, her life changed. At that point, before she didn't know. So on that day, she learned 30 words. The same way. And she grew up, she studied. She wanted to go to Harvard University. Everybody was against. No one supported her. But she made it. She went to Radcliffe College, which is associated with the university. And she pushed herself into her academy. She was very successful. She learned Braille language. She learned even to speak, Finally, she started talking. That person who could not speak a word, start speaking and giving lectures, inspiring many deaf and blind people. If she have such determination to achieve something, how can you not? The problem is that you see, the moment you do something, you become unsuccessful, you look at the door which have closed and cry. You don't see that another door have been opened for you. A better door have been opened for you. But no, we like to sit and cry. Oh, I have lost my job. Finish. The end of your life have happened. You forgot that before that job, you had also a wonderful life. So we manage. The problem is that we keep managing our day and our life without managing the mind. It is very difficult. That's why Bhagavan said, surrender your mind to me. He don't ask you for anything. He don't ask you for your coconut, your banana, your money, all this stuff, nothing. This you like to go and make deal with God, What he asks you, one thing only he asks you, give me your mind. But to surrender that mind is very difficult because you have invest so much into creating an idea of life. Would you give it up like that? No, you will not give it up like that. It is very dear to you. You are treasuring it so strongly. The idea of the mind, you don't want to change. But that's what Bhagavan asks you. If you really want to be free, if you really want to achieve the goal of life, if you want to achieve the goal of in everything, manage in transforming the mind first. Arjun had the same query to Bhagavan Krishna. And Bhagavan did agree, said, Arjun said, it's much easier to control the wind when controlling the mind. And Bhagavan said, yes, it's true. But with consistency and detachment, it is possible. Consistency into your life, which means certain things that you have to put into your life and stick to it no matter what for changes to happen. Otherwise, changes will never happen. You will always look at others. Life is changing, but your life will stay the same. Others are growing spiritually, is attaining very great in their devotion and love and surrender, or into their material life. But when you look at your life, you see life, years have gone, but you're still the same. Very simple things you have to do. Stop holding upon your phone. Very difficult. Extremely difficult, no? This is one thing which you have to start. When you wake up in the morning, think of your Guru. Chant the name of your Guru. If you don't have the Guru, just focus on God. First thing. So for the first 10 minutes when you wake up, don't rush. Just lie down in bed. I'm not telling you to meditate. Nothing. Just relax yourself. Feel and listen. Just for 10 minutes. Don't need to do more than that. Then, that I repeated that last year also, 2 years ago already. Take a walk in nature. Just for 1 hour. You can walk or you can just sit twice a week in nature. Nature has a deep impact upon our brain also. Because we have distance ourselves from nature, we fall sick. But nature, have you ever observed how nature works? Whenever there is, let's say, a storm, everything is broken. Nature balances itself very easily. It repairs itself. Mother Nature, she knows how to balance everything. And we are also part of that nature. Just go sit under a tree or go for a walk twice a week for 1 hour each time. That will help you. It will help your brain itself. And I was always looking at my mom. One thing she will do every day, she will have a power nap. And I was always wondering, why is she always at a certain time? She would just lie down for 15 minutes. And she will wake up different. So I remember I was asking her, why do you sleep? I don't sleep. I even asked my dad, do you sleep? My dad said, no, I never sleep during the day. I said, She said, why do you sleep? And she said, I feel good. Actually, that is very important. Science have discovered when you take it should not be more than 15 minutes. Because if you go beyond 15 minutes, you go into a deep sleep. Deep sleep will make you more tired afterwards. It have to be under 15 minutes. So if you can take 10 minutes of power nap, wherever you are, you will love it. Just this briefing will help you to transform your mind itself. And once your mind is transformed, you will see how your life itself will be afterward. But you have to practice that. I can't do that for you. You have to have that willingness to transform your life.